For my presentation, I had climax. The definition of climax is a figure of speech in which words, phrases, or clauses are arranged in order of increasing importance. Here are some hypothetical situations of climax. The first one is the three most important reasons to exercise is because it puts you in a good mood, you can lose weight, and you will live longer. Obviously, being in a good mood isn't as important as losing weight or living longer, so that's why they're in that order, which makes it climax. The second situation or example would be when you step out in the jungle, there are three things that you need to be aware of: the time of day, where you are, and wild animals. So the time of day isn't as important as knowing where the wild animals are or where you are. And obviously where you are isn't as important as the wild animals in the jungle. Some real life examples that I found was in the Bible, where in John 14 verse 6, it says, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." The way is the least important, the truth is kind of important, and the life is ultimately important, which makes it the climax because it's an order of importance. I also found another quote that says, "Let a man acknowledge his obligations to himself, his country, and his God." So this is him, and the next would be his country, right here, and ultimately the most important thing to him would be his God, which is right here. So it goes in order of importance. I also found a picture of climax. It has to do with pesticides. It says, number 1, you spray the butterfly. Number 2, your bird eats the butterfly. And number 3, your bird dies and lands on the weed, crushing it. This is climax because it starts out with something not so important, which is spraying the butterfly, which is right there. And number 2, it says bird eats butterfly. So it goes into something a little bit more important, which is because the bird eats the butterfly. And third, the most important thing is that the bird dies and lands on the weed, crushing it, which makes it the most important. And since it's going in order of importance, it makes it climax. So in conclusion, climax basically is stating things in order of importance, making the last thing the most important and the first thing the least important.